say thank you guys so much for coming along over to my video today. And a group of us are doing a tag for the Crafty Maven Getaway channel. And we are posting a tag on all of our channels to get to know us a little bit better. And then you can go to the Crafty Maven YouTube channel to see a lot of our videos that we make. Each day we make a new video. Sometimes there's 2 videos a day, and then each day is a different topic or a subject. And we have different mood boards and things that we use on the Crafty Maven YouTube channel to inspire you guys to create as well. So hopefully you'll come on over to the Crafty Maven YouTube channel and join us there. But today, please check out all the other tag videos that the other ladies in the group have up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off the questions on my iPad, and I didn't really read them ahead of time because I kind of wanted to give my first impression, my first answer that comes to mind. So I kind of briefly skimmed them a little bit, but I didn't put much thought into them. So I'm going to read each question to you, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the answer. All right, the first one is, what do you love most about the Crafty Maven? I think the thing I like the most about the Crafty Maven is that you can get a different video from a different person on a different type of subject, like I said a minute ago, every single day. So for instance, Tuesdays in your pocket Tuesdays. So if you really love pocket pages and project life, Tuesday's a great day. If you like mixed media, things like that, we have an art journal day. So it's really nice because if you don't necessarily like all the subject matter, you can get a little bit of everything every day depending on what you like. And I also like the fact that you can get a lot of different ideas and things from different ladies that are in the group. It's not just the same person all the time. So I just love the group. Great community, great place to share inspiration and things. So that's probably my favorite thing about the whole group. So the next question is, do you scrap chronologically or whatever piques your interest at the time? I definitely just scrapbook whatever I feel like scrapbooking. So if I'm real excited about a certain picture or what have you, I do scrap those things first. I kind of go through all my picture stack and I pick out the pages or the paper or the kit that I want to use and then throw a bunch of pictures in that kit. And then when I go to crops or I scrapbook at home, I have everything kind of all ready to go. Every once in a while, we'll also dig through my pictures if I don't really have anything in mind I want to do, or there's a specific theme I'm trying to do, then I'll pick from my stash and then pick the pictures at the time. But I definitely don't go in chronological order. I find that if I do that, I get a little bit tired and bored. So I do like to kind of pick the things that I'm excited about. Number 3, do you scrap standing up or sitting down? Currently, I scrap sitting down, but I really want to scrapbook standing up. I got a new desk at work that is this desk where you can either sit up or stand, or stand up or sit. And I really like the standing position a lot. So I think when I redo my craft room, I'm going to have a sitting desk and a standing desk, and then I can kind of flip-flop back and forth, or I may just have a tall desk with a tall chair, kind of like a bar height, and then scrap standing up, or I can sit down in that stool. I think I'm going to really like that a lot more now that I've been able to work at work at the standing desk. So I think it'll be better for my back and better for my posture, and it keeps me moving instead of just sitting constantly. So I think that's what I'm going to move to. Number 4, what is more intimidating to you, using scraps or new sheets of pattern paper? Definitely new sheets of pattern paper. I find it so much easier to use the scraps because I'm always like, oh, this is so pretty. I don't want to cut it up. I don't know what to do with it. It's just a big piece of paper. I just don't know what to do. It's very intimidating. So I would definitely say the scraps. When I get down to maybe like halfway through the kit, that's probably my favorite time. Not to mention, especially if it is a kit, I'm getting used to more of the embellishments. I know kind of what I want to do with them, and I think that makes it less intimidating too. Number 5, do you only use one collection or do you mix it up? You can consider kits as a collection. Currently, I do a lot of kits or collections. Mostly the kits. I would say that a kit is different collections usually in that kit. They have a couple of different varieties, and that's kind of why I like it, because it is not just using a specific kit. You get to kind of mix it up based on the papers and the embellishments and things that they give you. So I like kits because of that. Sometimes I use just one collection when I'm making a page. But I would say if I decide to use my stash, I definitely just kind of pull from all over the place. I don't necessarily pick all from like a Maggie Holmes line or something like that. I like the kits though because it's all the work's done for me. I don't have to think about it too much. And when you don't have a lot of time to scrapbook, I think that's a really good option. So I would say I think I like kit collections the best. Then I probably pull from my stash with the variety, and then I'll go to like a specific collection as my probably 3rd most favorite. So that's kind of my order, I guess. Number 6, what's your favorite day on Crafty Maven? Oh, I don't think I can choose. I don't know. I really like all the days. I don't know. I kind of like In Your Pocket Tuesday a lot. I've been really interested in watching people's pocket page videos because I've been doing a lot of those. But I also like the Sketch Day and the Scrapbook Saturday. So the Sketch Day is Twerk It Thursday, and the Saturday is Scrapbook Saturday, where you take a layout that you really like from a scrapbooker on either on YouTube or on Facebook or someplace else, and then scrapbook off their style. So I guess those are probably my 3 favorite days. I do like Art Journal Friday. I haven't done a lot of art journaling. I would like to get into that more, so I probably should start watching more art journal videos, but that's a pretty fun day too. So I don't know. I kind of like a little bit of everything. It just kind of depends on my mood of the day. Number 7, what scrappy supply are you obsessed with? You know, I don't know if I have a particular obsession, but I think lately a general obsession is mixed media. I really like to use mists. I like to use modeling paste and gelatos and things like that. So I would say more of a bucket of scrapbooking supplies is probably the mixed media type of supplies. I don't really have a specific like ink or enamel dots or something that I like have to have. I think it's more just mixed media in general. I like to use that really a lot now. Number 8, what element do you have to add to every page to consider it done? I don't know. I don't think I have anything specific. I do top things off a lot with the splatters, but I sometimes don't use splatters, so I don't necessarily think a page is not done if you don't have like the ink splatters. But sometimes I do top a page off with that. I top a page off with enamel dots, maybe some smaller embellishments, some sequins, things like that. But I don't necessarily have a go-to finishing touch on a layout. I think I kind of like to use variety in different things in my layout. Number 8, what elements... Oh, sorry, no. Number 9, what trend are you just over or don't understand in scrapbooking? Deer heads. That is what I don't understand. I don't know how to use deer heads. I have no idea. So there's some collections that are really, really cute and they have deer heads. And actually me and my friend Tiffany were talking the other day or maybe a couple months ago. And it's just like, oh my God, what do I do with these deer heads? I don't know what to do with the deer heads. They don't go with my page. And I'm not necessarily a themey scrapper. It doesn't have to be exactly the theme of the page, but I do like to do something close. And deer heads, I don't know. They don't do it for me. I don't know. No, can't do the deer heads. That's probably my thing I'm over with. I was over before it started probably because I don't know. Deer heads weird. I don't know. All right, moving on. Number 10. What is the one embellishment that took you forever to use? Probably enamel dots. It's been a while because I've been using enamel dots for quite some time, but when they first came out, maybe that and washi tape. Yeah, enamel dots and washi tape. I remember when it first came out, I'm like, why would you just stick this random tape on a layout? Or what are these dots so good for? I don't get it. Like, I don't understand these things. And then I started using it because I'm like, well, everybody has it, so I gotta try to use it. And then I realized these things are pretty darn cool. So I probably don't use enamel dots as much as I would like, and I think it's because I have a hoarding problem. And when I use my enamel dots and they're all gone, and they're kind of pricey, so I probably don't use them as much as I would like to because I'd probably use them on all layouts. But that's probably the one thing I thought, well, what are these crazy enamel dots for? They're just like these little dots, but oh my gosh, they add so much to the page. So I need to get over my hoarding and start using them. Washi tape is kind of the same way. I don't use it a lot. It's not because of the hoarding, but I just always forget about it. It's sitting right next to my desk. I probably use it a lot more in Project Life than I ever use it in my scrapbooking pages, but it's one of those things that I have to just pull out when I sit down or I don't think about using it. Every once in a while I think that a page, is missing something, and I'll add a piece of washi around just to add a little bit more color and things, but that's probably the one product that I like to use, but it always seems like an afterthought. I forget about it. So I would say enamel dots and washi tape are the 2 things I thought I'd never use. Number 11. Be honest. Do you pre-plan your videos? Yes and no. For Project Life, I do a little bit of pre-planning, and that's just because my Project Life videos seem to take a lot longer than I would like them to on YouTube, and I don't want to speed them up too much. So I do pre-plan them out a little bit because it just makes the process faster. I do plan on doing a little video on how I use my Collect app, which is an app that I use for my project life pictures. And then part 2 of that series is going to be how I kind of put my embellishments together, how I select the items, how I get my pictures on which pockets, things like that. So stay tuned for a little mini series on that. But I probably do the pre-planning there because it just takes too long a video, and people like usually a shorter video, so I like to keep it a little bit shorter, and so I cut that part out. As for 12 by 12 pages though, typically I do not do any pre-planning. The most pre-planning I would do is picking out, which collection I'm going to use, which pictures I'm going to use, maybe if I have a sketch in mind, some of those things. Every once in a while I may pre-plan some things just because I'm just not kind of sure how it's going to be, or my camera's charging. So in the meantime, while my camera's charging, I'll do a little bit of pre-planning. But generally speaking, I pretty much just kind of wing it when it comes to the scrapbooking pages. Number 12. What are your non-scrappy hobbies? Well, photography probably isn't a non-scrappy hobby because it has to do with scrapbooking, but that's a hobby I like. That's not specifically scrapbooking related. I just like taking pictures. My favorite pictures to take are black and white of like old decrepit kind of things, like barns and weathered wood and old structures and old buildings. That's probably my favorite thing to take pictures of. I don't do it nearly as much as I'd like to. I took some photography classes in high school and college, and I really like doing that a lot. It just doesn't have as much time to do those kind of things as I like, but I do love to do that kind of photography. I also volunteer at a wildlife rescue center, and that's probably another hobby that I have, taking care of the wild animals and such. What's another hobby? Non-YouTube related, or YouTube scrapbooking related. I don't know. Scrapbooking takes up a lot of my time, my extra time and things like that. So I guess that's kind of it. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now that I do as a hobby, at least nothing that I've been doing recently. All right, the last and final question, number 13, lucky 13, is, has being a Crafty Maven member changed your scrapbooking? No, I would say that it has not changed my scrapbooking. It hasn't actually changed my scrapbooking at all. I pretty much do the same thing I've been doing. I haven't really changed my style. If you watch my channel all the time, you can see that my style on my channel is pretty much the same as I do on Crafty Maven. The only time I think that my style might change slightly is if I did like a Mix It Up Monday or Art Journal Friday, or Art Party Friday, because I don't typically do that normally. So I think that might be just a little bit different just because of the fact that I don't do it. But no, I have not changed anything. I kind of stick true to what I like to do. I do take a lot of inspiration from people from Crafty Maven to try to figure out different ways of doing things, different techniques, things like that. But I think I pretty much keep my style pretty real. Keep it the same as I've always done. And yeah, pretty much kept it real. So anyway, that is the last question. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. Hopefully you learned a little bit about me and my scrapbooking style and what I like to do. Make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Give me the thumbs up if you like the video, and definitely check out the Crafty Maven videos. They're a great inspiration, great variety of things to look at. And then also don't forget to look at the other girls that did the tag video as well. I can't wait to see the rest of them too, so hopefully you are as excited as I am. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!